So he starts off he goes to verse 14 and it says, either way, and the New Living Translation says it this way, Christ's love controls us. We're like, well, we don't like that word control, right? Does anybody like the word control? Like, especially hearing that in a church. Like, I don't like to hear the word control. I'm out the back door, right? Let's talk about this word. He says, either way, Christ's love controls us. This word means this. It's the image of being held together. The image of being held together. And if we're not held together, then we fall into pieces. The physical picture of this word where he says controls, or Christ's love, other translation says compels us. The image for this word is being held together as if being taken by each ear and he's holding you together. And so I know you've done this with your children before, right? And so I know you have this picture. Isn't it a cool thing? And sometimes when they're little, you can do it just on their head like this, right? And so isn't that the easiest way to teach them which direction they need to go? It's just like, this is the way you go. This is the place of safety. Anybody else do that? Is that a bad dad thing? Should I not be admitting to this? Like, I'm not hurting them. Okay. And so it's a good way to direct your children. And it's an image that's so good for us to remember that Christ's love is what holds us together. It's what compels us or urges us to continue. It holds us all together, and without it, sometimes we find ourselves, because we're so fragile, without his love holding us together, what happens? It falls apart, right? And without his love that holds us together and it helps us, the image says, once he has you by the head and by the ears, he can turn you in which direction that you need to go that's going to be safe and take care of you and all of that. And so it's Christ's love that compels us and urges us on. It's Christ's love that holds everything together like holding to someone's ears.